Kill, kill, kill. Yeah! Kill, 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 kill. Kill them all, Jason. Kill them all. Oh. Hey everybody, Mr.Catface here. Welcome back to another Just Battle Reaction. I am super excited for this one. If you guys aren't stupid, you would know. Carnage vs. Lucy. Alright. Stop falling. Alright, so yeah, pretty excited. I watched the preview for this battle. Oh, it looks awesome. Doing a Death Battle cast and there's a preview to play. Why is my thing over there? There we go. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. Get my boy Carnage from, obviously I love Carnage. He's one of my favorites from Marvel. And you got my girl Lucy, who I don't know at all. Don't even slightly know her. I saw from the preview she's like some kind of girl murder Catwoman. She's got little cat ears. Speaking of Catwoman, good segue, me. I'm currently working on my Arkham City 100% completion platinum. That's gonna be pretty fun. By fun, I mean it's very, very difficult. And well, I mean the original stuff is after that it's gonna be pretty time consuming but easy. Anyway, I'm ready to get started. 3, 2, 1, go! Yes! I'm a beast. Also, yeah, this is a death battle. I thought I guess enough to say if I didn't.
If my ex-wives have taught me anything, it's that there's no real limit to crazy.
Like Carnage, Marvel's dangerously insane psychopath.
Right.
Or Lucy, the messed up murder lady from Elfenlied.
Elfenlied. It's German.
Yeah, whatever. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
I was about
And
to
it's
say,
our job
that was
to analyze their
Elfenlied.
weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Yeah, that was a fight preview. Oh, it's so exciting.
Cletus Cassidy didn't have the chance to be a well-adjusted adult because his entire family was already crazy. While Cletus was just a boy, his father got sent to jail for killing his mother.
Which he did because she had tried to kill Cletus.
Which she did because Cletus had tortured and killed her dog Fifi.
Well, go Miss Cassidy. All dog murderers deserve death, even if they're 8. Right, Jack Spaniels? Good boy. Oh, and Cletus murdered his grandma too, cause she's kind of a bitch.
He didn't stop there and wound up burning down his own orphanage. Years later, he was finally arrested and convicted for 11 murders.
You mean the 11 murders they knew about?
But while in prison, Cletus found that he wasn't alone. In fact, his cellmate just so happened to be Eddie Brock.
Who you may know is that creepy guy covered in black ink called Venom.
That ink is actually a symbiotic alien known as a Clintar. This symbiote bonded with Eddie, transforming him into a powerful and violent rival for the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Love Venom, he's awesome.
What Eddie didn't know was it was pregnant. Oh, time to go out for cigarettes, Eddie.
Well, symbiotes actually reproduce asexually. When Eddie became Venom once again, the symbiote sort of oozed out its spawn and left it there.
Just like me and my dad. Well, this new symbiote immediately attached itself to Cletus, but unlike the Venom one, it merged through a cut on his skin, creating this suit made out of blood.
Yeah.
Ew, that doesn't seem sanitary.
And together they became Carnage.
A fitting name for a psycho mass murderer. Cletus and his new symbiote quickly got up to what they knew best, creating maximum carnage. Remember that game?
Yeah, I remember Maximum Carnage. I never played it, but I know Maximum Carnage.
He has the same superhuman strength, speed, and durability as Venom, and supposedly even greater, like a Venom 2.0.
He can shapeshift to make all sorts of killer weapons, like axes, swords, and spikes. He can even rip those weapons off himself or launch them at his victims. Have you ever tried ripping your fingers off and throwing them at people?
Never.
That's just kind of what Carnage does.
The symbiote can also reach
I mean, I have tried that once, it didn't go well, but so.
Perfect for strangling the people he doesn't want to see anymore. With a single touch, Carnage can infect a person with a portion of his symbiote. controlling or torturing them at his leisure. He has unbelievable regeneration, and even if somebody finds a way to disable his suit, the Carnage symbiote lives inside his bloodstream and can come back out through something as meager as a paper cut.
Also, the symbiote literally sees everything around it. It's kind of like wearing a suit made of eyeballs.
But
It's
let's
kinda
say you're
like
able to
Spider
dodge his
Sense.
projectiles, outrun the tendrils, and get out of sight from the eyeball suit. You're still not safe. He will catch you because he can sprout wings and fly.
What the hell? Since when?
Since realizing that shapeshifting is a really useful ability.
Yeah.
So he's able to fly, he's totally aware of everything around him, and he's full of blood? This guy's like a giant mosquito of death.
Yeah.
Sure. Carnage has said he's at least 10 times faster than the average man. But that's pretty modest, because Venom has shown he can
Wait,
move fast enough
Batman?
to catch up to a bullet after
Wait,
it's
you
fired.
studied Batman?
Carnage is proven to
I
be
saw
as fast or even
Batman.
faster than
I
him.
forgot.
This puts
I
Carnage
forgot.
over 1,500
I'm
miles
trying
per
to
hour.
talk
over
to your
twice the speed of
phone.
sound.
He's lifted
Forgot
a
Batman
50-ton
fought
tank,
Carnage. I
and he's an
didn't know that,
overpowered
but I forgot.
Spider-Man, whose best supported strength
Yo, you get out of your cell phone, New Jersey.
Weight as much as a 1965
New Jersey.
locomotive.
Who needs it?
Which would put it around 130
Wait.
tons.
And you know those weird tendril things crawling around his body? When he
I
wanted to
missed the
find
solid
missing
30
journalist
seconds
in
there.
New York, he climbed to the top of the Empire State Building and just stretched them all out over the city.
He found her by this coastline, and this building nearby looks a lot like the consolidated Edison plant between 14th and 15th Street. That's about
Alright.
2 miles away.
Oh.
And as a thank you for saving her, she shot Carnage in the head. Well, fine. Save your own ass next time, lady.
He was fine. Carnage's durability doesn't come from a sturdy build. Instead, his form is malleable and somewhat fluid. Technically, his human body still exists somewhere in that mass of blood, flesh, and writhing tentacles. But even when he's hit by a train, struck by missiles, or blasted apart by a tritium bomb, he can always just pull himself back together.
So
Alright.
long as there's a piece of him still around. Given the size of that blast, it looks like Carnage survived a blast worth 125 tons of TNT.
That's a lot of
Very
times did too.
impressive. Also, he once smothered and survived a gene bomb designed to wipe out all of humanity except mutants.
He's even survived being ripped in half and
By
thrown into
Sentry?
space. Seriously.
By
Kills this
Sentry?
guy.
Well, he does share the same weaknesses as other symbiotes, namely extremely loud noises and heat.
Well, until he traded the Sound One for a weakness against some Cthulhu-looking magic.
Carnage has been through a lot.
alright, so he
but
doesn't
with two
have
minds
some.
as one, he always gets back up to keep doing what he loves.
Murder, murder, and, you know, more murder.
Carnage is chaos!
Yep, right. Also, I did see
There
a
are
yellow,
some
a
mysteries
yellow
the world
little
holds
ad
which
thing
no
on the
one
board
is
of the
meant to
video.
know.
I
Every
tried to
day,
make sure it
someone
didn't pop
comes
up,
ever
but
closer
I
to
really
destroying
don't know if it
everything
will.
you hold dear. One such secret is
Alright.
the Dicloni.
No big deal. They're just a race of crazy people who want to infect human beings to make more Dicloni and then wipe out all of humanity.
Oh,
look at the cute
no.
little horns. They look like kitty ears.
To accomplish this, the Dicloni would have to rely
Alright,
on
they're
their
not
queen,
cat ears.
Tanya, better known as Lucy.
They're not
Like
horns.
for everyone,
I mean, they're not
some
cat ears, they're
important
horns.
people
Never mind.
figured this out
Alright,
and
I thought they were little
kept
cat
it.
ears.
Now it's time for your
Hmm.
only warning.
Right, Lucy's methods, let's just say they're not for the faint of heart.
And let's
Yeah.
also say that those lucky important people were about to get very, very unlucky.
Alright. Yep. Just blood.
Jesus Christ, what's happening?
To truly
A lot of
understand,
blood.
let's take a step back. As an infant, Lucy was abandoned by her parents and left alone to suffer a life of constant discrimination.
It was
Ha!
the horns, wasn't it?
Right, even the average kid hates growing up in an orphanage, but it was especially painful for her.
I like how I made
Still,
fun of
she
the fact
found
that
a
she's an
stray puppy
orphan.
and decided to take care of it. That
But I don't
adorable
feel
little
bad
critter and
because it's her.
became best friends. And then the other kids from the orphanage went out and beat it to death and forced her to watch. Well, no shit, she wants
You're all
to
dead.
kill everyone.
You're all
Go
dead.
ahead, Lucy. Tear up those little bastards. Oh. Damn.
This was the first time Lucy unleashed her psychokinetic vectors. As a Diclonius queen, Lucy is meant to use these vectors to infect ordinary human beings with the Diclonius virus.
Oh, but she uses them for so much more.
For simplicity's sake, think of the vectors as invisible arms, which can sprout from Lucy's back.
Lucy can use up to 28 vectors with a normal range of about 6 to 7 feet. When she gets really serious, her horns grow and the vectors get way longer and stronger.
She can vibrate her vectors at different frequencies, and each level of vibration has different effects.
But you still have not explained what they do.
My ex-wife had on the nightstand that I thought was one of those crazy pens.
At low frequencies, her vectors can pass through objects with no effect.
Alright.
At a medium frequency, the vectors become solid, like extendable hands, while still completely invisible. These can be used as shields and lift heavy objects.
Oh man, if I had those things, I'd be messing with people all the time, like tying their shoes from across the room.
Yeah.
Also, since this seems to be a
Boomstick
thing
knows
in this
what's
episode, she can fly.
It's not really flying, she's just lifting herself off the ground. With the third frequency, Lucy turns her vectors into invisible blades. These can cut through people and bend metal.
And with the last and highest frequency, Lucy gets explosive. No, really, at this level, they finally become visible and can strike with enough force to detonate. Damn! They don't call this chick the queen for nothing.
Unfortunately, Lucy is not always in control of what she does. Turns out she has developed several alternate personalities.
Yeah,
that's not
getting
good.
Shot in the head can do that to you.
That injury specifically created New, a passive, almost childlike persona which exists as a coping mechanism for Lucy's trauma. As New, Lucy would finally find friends, and began forging a path toward hopeless redemption.
Unlike her third personality, the so-called DNA voice, which constantly whispers in her ear that she's got a job to do.
Kill.
Oh,
Kill. Yeah. Kill.
She could do it too.
Kill them all,
Lucy's
Jason.
Fast enough to block bullets from a point-blank range. And once, she actually saved herself from a bullet after she had already been shot. As in, while the bullet was traveling between her skin and her heart.
It looks like she's getting shot by an MP5, which fires bullets at nearly 900 miles per hour.
That's really
With her body
impressive.
type, the distance between Lucy's skin and heart is less than an inch, probably around 2.4 centimeters. Given the bullet speed and the distance her vector would have to reach from her back before the bullet hit her heart, her vector had to move nearly 1,900 miles per hour. That's over twice the speed of sound.
She can throw a pen through a guy's skull. Brutal.
Joker could do that. That's not that impressive.
Boulder.
When compared to this guy, Bando, whom we know is 6 feet tall, we can determine the boulder weighs about 75 tons. Her vectors are also tough enough to block a missile from the Air Force. While the exact model of missile is unspecified, it is fairly large and likely an air-to-surface type.
I bet it's one of the Air Force's SLAM.
Slam.
Or standoff land attack missile, built off
I like
the back
slams.
of the Navy's Harpoon missile. In fact, a Harpoon is used against a different Diclonius at one point. So this beast slammed into her vector at 500 miles per hour with a 1,000-pound explosive yield, and it didn't even phase her. Even without a vector shield, she survived a pretty nasty explosion herself.
Carnage survived something better than that, I'm pretty sure.
Impressive, but how about the time she punched through an island? A strike literally compared to nuclear fusion. This kicked up a
We got Kuma over here,
and a
punching
9.2
islands.
magnitude earthquake. A level so high, there's only been 4 comparable quakes ever recorded.
Her vectors can be as wide as buildings and reach into outer space, except that's about when Lucy reaches her limit.
Right. As a Diclonius, Lucy has a few severe weaknesses. Her vectors can be nullified if she's struck in the forehead, or if one of her horns are broken.
Also, if Lucy pushes herself too hard, she starts to melt. Kinda like ice cream out in the Texas sun. It's not pretty. She's just a big puddle of goop with a face, but she's still a total badass, even at her meltiest.
While suffering agonizing pain, she was capable of single-handedly halting a massive military threat, while healing and protecting the person she loved most. Perhaps redemption wasn't so hopeless after all.
Hey, let's watch her kill some more people.
Oh, this is a tough one.
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
But first, you'd be
But
crazy not to get in on this deal.
Alright, so this is quite difficult. See, here's my main thought process going into this. Lucy and Venom, I can't even say Venom, Carnage seem very, very on par. Venom, Carnage, his explosion was more. If I did my math correctly, my guessing correctly, it was more. Lucy might be a bit faster, though. I'm not sure. But the thing is, I don't think Lucy has a way to kill Carnage. Because Carnage can regenerate. I don't think she has a way to kill him. I mean, yeah, building size, think smacking down might be able to. But, you know, Carnage is all, ooh, I see everything. I got the force. Oh. Carnage is Darth Maul. It's time for a death battle. Carnage. Screw you guys. Screw everyone. Carnage. Let's go. Screw you guys. Carnage. Oh, this fight. Can't wait. This fight looks amazing. Look at her little horns. She's gonna ram people. Oh, there's gonna be so much death in that train. That train's gonna have death. Why are you scared? You kill people all the time. Hey, my name's Carnage. I want to play with you. Yeet! Day reforms. Yeet! I'm Carnage. Alright. That is where the preview ended, so this is all new from here. She's like a Chica Pika stand user from JoJo. Oh, he's seeing blood on her thing. Man, I'm probably gonna lose my winning streak, aren't I? You better. Yeah. Let's go, Carnage. Let's go. Yeah, you throw those pillars at her. You shoot those machine gun blood. Oh, alright. She doesn't get the concept that you can't kill Carnage that way.
It's raining. You're bleeding.
Yo, Russell, you can die on. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Russell. Talk to you later. I'm watching Death Battle. Yeah, you don't know. Check out Game Master 5050. He's my friend Game. He just texted me. He's probably back from vacation and wants to talk about stuff. Did she have the? Oh, she has the big horns now.
Don't worry. I'll put you out of your misery.
Oh, look at this explosion. It looks over, but I think Carnage is gonna come back. He's gonna be like, ooh, fooled ya. Nope. Crap.
KO!
Crap.
First those kids at the orphanage, then Cletus. Lucy really hates dog killers, and for good reason.
Carnage was a challenging opponent. It was incredibly difficult for Lucy to deal any lasting damage against him.
Yeah.
He had the durability advantage in the bag, though Lucy fighting as a puddle proved she could take a lot of pain and keep on fighting. Sadly, Carnage came up short in pretty much everything else.
Right, Carnage was tough, but not invincible. Even his surviving that gene bomb isn't quite as impressive as it sounds.
Alright.
Since he had no other feats to even remotely back up planetary level durability, and the bomb was more akin to a biological weapon anyway. While Carnage's tendrils could pass speeds of Mach 2, Lucy's vectors once reached into outer space. By timing her accompanying monologue and comparing the longest vector's length to the curvature of the Earth, it's clear she reached over 2,400 miles in 20 seconds max.
Oh.
Way longer than Carnage's 2-mile feet.
All of this means her vectors were moving at least 440,000 miles per hour, more than 500 times the speed of sound and 250 times faster than Carnage.
Good luck getting past that. And this
Yeah.
was really the biggest hurdle. With Lucy's redonkulous speed and Carnage's healing powers, it all boiled down to one thing. Who could hit the killing blow first? I mean, Carnage could respawn from scraps, so the only way to beat him for good was to totally vaporize him.
And Lucy had the perfect answer to that. Remember that time she hit an island so hard she caused a 9.2 magnitude
Remember that time
earthquake
she
and a
became
100
Akuma?
foot tall tidal
Yeah,
wave?
Akuma.
Such a feat would require an enormous amount of explosive energy, approximately 31,000 tons of
That's a
TNT,
bit more than
similar to
Carnage.
the bomb that
Just
hit Hiroshima.
a
Literally
bit more.
compared to nuclear fusion in the Elfen Lied manga.
Elfen Lied,
By a
it's
bit
German.
more. It was like
The point is, in
2,000
order to beat
times more.
Carnage for good, Lucy needed to totally obliterate him, and she could do that.
The heat produced within the initial impact of a nuclear explosion can reach temperatures up to 180,000 degrees
Alright.
Fahrenheit. More than 18 times hotter than the surface of the sun. And to top it off, heat was Carnage's biggest weakness.
Yeah.
Even if Lucy's explosive force was just a fraction of this, it would still have been far too much for him.
She just needed to smack him before he could power through her vectors, which chances were pretty slim for that happening anyway, because there's a bunch of them and they're so damn fast. Hitting Carnage with a big explosion punch was way easier.
Cletus and his symbiote may have had the endurance, but Lucy's space-worthy speed, overwhelming presence, and nuclear strength won the day.
Dealt the carnage needed for a total victory, and took the lead. There, I said it right, Wiz. Happy?
Yeah.
The winner is Lucy.
I'm not even upset. That was cool. See, I often make my bias blind I choose,
You can get a first
but I
membership and
do
watch the
agree with
commentary
that.
by
I
clicking that box
completely.
over there.
Thank you, Chad.
Alright, let's
and
see.
if you want the battle music
Let's
from
see.
this episode,
Let's
you can
go
get
with
it in the link in the description
Shaggy
below.
Riders.
You're not Chad.
You're not Chad. I just say I wasn't Chad. Was it? Optimus Prime. And whoever that was looks like a Gundam. It is a Gundam. Optimus Prime. And I know the exact image. I actually have the image on my computer of Optimus Prime. I had used on that. But Optimus Prime. This is. They only had one other Transformer on Death Battle. I think we all know who that was. Starscream. Fun fact: Starscream is my favorite Transformer, and my second favorite is probably Megatron. But then it's Optimus Prime. Not saying I'm a huge Transformers fan, but I do like Optimus Prime. I do like Optimus Prime a lot. And Gundam I don't know much about, but... Alright, well that was pretty awesome. Trying to think of a way to wrap up this video. I don't want to edit. I'm probably gonna like edit this while it's rendering and just play Batman Arkham City. I almost just died. I literally just almost choked to death. Literally just almost choked to death. Alright, why didn't I vote for Lucy? I thought she was gonna win. But then I was like, Carnage! Yeah! I love Carnage, alright. Well, I guess I'll see you guys later. Wait, there goes my winning streak. Yay!